want to kick him from the match, now you can.
Finally! Well, dude, like... Oh, finally, man. How long has it been? 8 years in. 8.5 years in. You're finally like, wait a minute. Well, what if we give the ability to kick players? This is absolutely absurd. Hello, me editing after the fact. This is obviously at the end of the video. I've already watched the reveal at the time of recording, but put this at the beginning of the video. If you're wondering where my Operation Dread Factor reveal is, I did record it, but I recorded it with someone else, and the audio is awful. It's dreadful, pun intended. Shit, you throw it, it's
And I'm not talking about 20 seconds left on the clock, diffuser in hand.
Okay.
What do you do?
It is a defender.
Here? I'm talking
Oh,
about
yes, the
this. This is what it looks like when an attacker is
That's
caught in the
the-
radius
oh my god,
of
that gadget's
Fenrir's
absurd.
FNAT.
So I'm not going to release that. I don't think that would be a good video. However, this season, boy, were my reactions something else. Also, this isn't meant to be a replacement of the original. I'm going to be editing this video a lot. So make sure you go and watch the original reveal before you watch this video, because then the video will actually make sense. Okay, 60 seconds. I'll skip ahead because I'm a couple seconds behind. So, what do I know about this season? South Korean operator, attacker, quick match 2.0. New operator attacker called Ram with a drone, clearly, as you just saw. Let's go. Let's go right into it. That's all I know. Oh, I'm excited. I know this is going to be a lackluster season, though.
Welcome to Operation
Also, sorry about
Heavy Metal.
Sorry about the quality. The quality is going to be bad. You're just going to have to deal with that. Commendation System and player protection update. Good. Game modes update. Really? Oh, quick match 2.0. Duh. Balancing. Okay. Onboarding. Yes. Player comfort. Battle pass update. You're talking about the new operator last?
Well, with the new game mode coming to arcade, we have a new tutorial system
nice.
for all the new players jumping in this season as well. All of this.
Oh,
plus
that's coming this
Commendation
season.
System
Whoa,
to
let's
reward
go.
other players.
There
New
comes
operator.
a moment in every attacker's
Okay. R4C ITA12S. What?
life when they
Okay.
think,
All right.
how am I doing all of these questions is Rant
What is
and
this?
her
This
boogie
is so
auto
goofy.
breacher. You want to know more?
Okay, so you throw down a drone and it goes for it. Okay, but actually though, this is really cool. Oh my goodness. Okay,
Stick around.
yeah. I'm sticking around. This is so stupid.
Well,
If it
Rant
doesn't go through reinforced walls, then it's kind of like so useless. But I don't care.
Getting tuned up
It's
for
so
headline
funny though. That's what
performance
matters.
later in the show.
Okay.
And updates.
I know this is going to be pretty much a lackluster season, right? I'm okay with that. I'm accepting that fact. We're only getting quick match 2.0 and we're only getting Frost rework, but
It's coming your way. Rewarding
Again.
way to recognize
so they are talking about the operator last. Weird. Okay.
your teammates.
Teammate for being
I mean,
on
this is just
comms,
cool. I don't see
using
anything about it. I don't see
pings.
anything
You
wrong
can
with
be
it.
commended for your guidance. Profile panel, the in-match scoreboard.
I mean, here's the
and
thing,
player
right? When you're
board.
playing with your teammates, like with your friends, there's going to be obvious bias, right? So if you're playing with like just one other friend, you're just going to keep commending each other, and then boom, you're on a streak. This has, I like this in theory, but it sounds like it's just gonna potentially make things more toxic. It's like, oh, you didn't commend me, how dare? I don't know. Maybe it's
And for
fine.
players who are on a streak, actions and behaviors.
Oh, that's
can
good. This is
impact your
good.
reputation
Great. I love it.
standing.
This is a
So
great
it's important to note that
addition,
at the beginning of the
'cause
season,
before it was
your
kind of like
commendations will
unknown.
not affect.
Overall, that sounds pretty good, right? You can give commendations, and later in the season, they will affect your reputation. I don't see a problem with that. Again, there is the potential issue of like, oh, I have bias towards my friend, and I'm going to recommend them, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, let's see. What is Quick Match 2.0? Let me guess. I have no idea. Instant reinforcements? I literally don't know. Do you
We're introducing a
respawn?
new system called pre-setups. Use the remaining ones as they want.
Huh.
Now for attackers,
What?
we're also introducing
That's
a new
really
system called
interesting.
Attacker's Protection.
What?
With total round.
10-second
Which will allow for
invulnerability.
a much safer approach to the building.
Ah.
In order to make
So
quick
they
match
just
faster,
completely
we'll be
removed
making
spawn
changes
peeking.
to all the round timers. We'll be launching
So, when they said that, here, let's go back. Let's go back and
this,
watch
which
that,
will allow
okay?
for a much
Okay, we will be making changes to all the round timers. But looking at the game clip right here, looking at the top, it's still 3-minute long round lengths. What did they show before 30 second? Okay, 30-second prep
reinforced
phase.
walls.
30-second prep phase is substantially shorter. Okay, 15 seconds removed. Okay.
Some of the maps for the pre.
Okay, and they said they're going to change the matchmaking algorithm. My assumption is that they're going to be far less aggressive with the skill-based matchmaking, in that you will get a wider variety of people that you're going to be playing against. Rather than just playing against the people around your skill level, it'll just be more likely that you'll play against whoever. What are my opinions of that? Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know. I mean, I'm just making guesses. I don't know for a fact that that's the case, but if that is the case,
Since
wow.
we had to make some changes.
Really? A reduced map pool? That sucks. That kind of blows. Because the whole point of why I like Quick Match as much as I do is because it has that wider selection of maps. That means that there are some maps, like maps that are not competitive, like Plane, for example, presumably won't be playable anymore. Because Plane isn't in this rotation. Plane isn't in Quick Match, and it also isn't in Unranked or Ranked, obviously, which means you won't be able to play Plane unless if you do custom games. That's a problem. I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that at all. Really? So standard is going to be more like OG Quick Match, maybe?
A midpoint map and operator ban phases, so that players can play all the content without restrictions. But also
okay, but again, oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. They're removing the ban and pick phase. That's the whole reason I play Unranked, is so that I can basically get that Quick Match experience, but with bans. Sorry, I'm just losing my mind right now. Oh god, this is a terrible change. Okay. Well, hear him out, though. Hear him out. Okay, so it's basically first to 4? Is that what I'm hearing? First to 4? Best of 7? Okay.
Bring a much stronger identity to this.
Oh shit, by the way, she has the 2x scope on the R4C. Wait, what speed is she? She's a 1-speed. A 1-speed with the R4C and the ITA-12S. And stun grenades.
Removal of the map and
the R4C has a 2x scope. That is absolutely wild. Wow.
And we are confident that players will enjoy them.
Okay, listen. I don't know how I feel about that, right? The changes to Quick Match, I feel like the changes to Quick Match are fine. I don't mind them. I don't hate them. I feel like there are better ways of doing that though. Like that's such a lazy, it's not lazy per se, but it's just Quick Match 2.0, I would have preferred it if they just made it to like, here, imagine this, right? Imagine this theoretical scenario. Quick Match 2.0, instead of all this nonsense they just did, right? What if instead, they better come out swinging with the balancing. That's all I'm going to say. The balancing better be absolutely out of the park.
It's fresh and engaging. So.
Oh! It's Sharpshooter. It's Sharpshooter from God, what is that game? Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and 1. Yeah, every couple of seconds the weapons rotate and just go through a constantly rotating selection of weapons. Also, there's a perk in Black Ops 3, not a perk, sorry, a gobblegum in Black Ops 3 that has basically the same effect.
We're introducing a new arcade unexpected gunfight.
I'm actually really cool with this. This is a great way. This is a great way for new players to get familiar with weapons, new weapons, and all the weapons really. This is great. I love it.
It's gonna be crazy.
I love this. This is fantastic. You know what's funny? I do this with my friends. When I play with friends, we do this just in team deathmatch, except it's on a game-by-game basis. Like this game, we're all using this gun. Next game, we're all using this gun. Next game, we're all using this gun. Except it's a built-in mode. Like, that's awesome. I love that.
New weapons and attachments.
Looking at the preview earlier, I thought it was just going to be shotguns only, because I just saw the word shotguns. I'm like, oh man, they really dedicated a whole mode to just shotguns. We could just play free-for-all or team deathmatch and just tell everybody to use shotguns. But this is something new. I'll give them that. This is actually really cool.
Yes, fancy this new game.
This is actually probably my favorite part of the season so far. The operator looks mid, and the
Frost
Quick Match 2.0 is
grim.
Okay.
We have news to share.
I am very curious. This is going to be the meat and bones of this season, the balancing.
We want to look at a template that really signifies where.
So if I had to guess, what would this update be? Obviously, there's a lot more destruction. Is it a consistent shotgun pattern? Is the shotgun pattern going to be the exact same every single time? Because that would be a massive update to shotgun.
We're going with this and that across the rest of the shotguns. We don't want anything
That's
in the
really
game
cool.
to ever be a non-option. So at the end of the day,
Listen, I'm telling you, buddy, no, shotguns are still not. No, here's the unfortunate reality of Siege. Unless if that operator has a secondary fully automatic weapon, SPSMG9, Bearing 9, secondary SMG, right? Secondary machine pistol. That's what it's called. Shotguns are never going to be meta, bro. You're not going to see people walking around with Oryx shotgun. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to see people walking around with Legion shotgun, or Nook shotgun, or Ying shotgun, unless if they're memeing. Because statistically, they are just not good enough. The range disadvantage is too extreme, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay? I'm okay with that reality. But let's not go overzealous and pretend like shotguns are going to actually be good.
shotguns are going to be far more consistent and
Unless if they all have the range of the Sniper Nova, as I like to call it.
a viable tool for you to bring out on the field.
They do look actually like they might.
Fuse's
Hold
chart-
on, wait. They actually might be. Hold on, they actually might be like Sniper Novas. Ooh. Let's see.
On the opposite side, so we extended that a little further and
Oh,
said, why can't
further
we do
supply. I would have never thought this in a million years. Oh, you Siege devs are crazy. This is good though. Oh, hey, this is great. But I'm just like, really? Oh my god.
that on
Okay.
deployable shields?
This
or
better not be
in
it.
some
They're
cases,
better-
even a Talon shield for most.
Okay, this is actually pretty
The
cool,
goal here is versatility.
bro. Nobody's
Grim,
gonna use that, but
part
that's good.
one, we really focused on the
Oh,
efficiency
there are
of
two
it.
different modes. I saw two different modes. No shot, dude.
So
Don't you tell me. Oh, it's gonna bounce off. What it looks like here, looking at this bottom right thing, it looks like it's either gonna bounce off of a projectile or hit the projectile and then drop. Let's see.
In part one, new alternate mode will allow the player to actually bank canisters off the wall or off a
like
surface instead of
like the
directly
Shumika
sticking
launcher.
to them. This allows more play and allows you to get them in trickier spots.
I never thought about how useful that would be, but this is incredibly useful. This is actually a fantastic idea. Why did I think about this? This is actually great. Yeah, that's a good one. This is a great one right here. Yeah, like the Shumika launcher, that's one of the big benefits about it, is you can just launch it over cover and it'll drop, like it'll go over the thing. And to be fair, you can still do that with a limited ability with Grim now, but this is a good change. I like it.
We want to reward players.
I especially like that it's optional. If this was forced, I would probably think that this might not be good. But because it's optional, because there's two different modes, that's a good one. I like
have
it.
a plan, and just like our other
I'm going
operators,
to say this right now. Again, nothing too crazy yet in terms of balancing. But so far, so good. I like these changes.
it's a topic for us since it's reveal. And one of the big things we want to get across
Yep,
here is
at least they
that
acknowledge
the
it.
fact that a player can end up helpless in our game has no space there. We do not want that. And that's one of the steps that the Frost change is trying.
Right. Okay. Basically, they're saying, we heard your opinions, but we just don't care. That's basically what they said. And listen, I'm okay with the Frost change. I'm going to be honest. I genuinely think it's a good change. Now, I understand why people are complaining about it, but I like the change. I think the Frost change is good. I would have also been okay if they didn't make the Frost change, but I'm okay with it. That being said, is it going to make a massive impact? No. Whether you play Frost or you don't play Frost, this is probably not going to make a huge difference.
Options are
Again, this game, here, I'll say this too. This is definitely going to lead more towards the deathmatch meta, right? Like, we're kind of in a bit of a deathmatch meta in Siege right now. Also, as you can see in the bottom right, it's releasing later in the season, so that's something to keep in mind.
against, also including a far more severe debuff.
Okay,
that-
there you go. So they actually are taking in community feedback. That's what I was going to say. Because I was like, I was going to say, right, like, it just doesn't feel like enough of a nerf. But that's what they needed. A 4-second timer and more of a severe penalty for doing it. I'm glad they actually listened, because that was exactly what I was asking for when I saw the TS footage of it.
I'm super
This
excited
actually,
about season
this
3.
is
There's a lot
actually
of stuff
okay. Let's not say that this is a buff for Frost. It's not a buff, because they can remove themselves from the Frost trap, and they can also get revived. Like, if they get revived out of the Frost trap, then the debuff is gone. So you can always just choose to not self-revive. So it's not a buff for Frost by any stretch of the imagination. But I think it's a nice middle ground. I'm okay with this. I don't care what other people think. I'm sure that the comment section or the chat of this live video is going absolutely wild, or it was at the time that this was live. But I genuinely don't care. I think it's a good change. I can't wait to see it.
Packed in there, the shotguns.
It's not a great
alone
change.
are-
I would have been fine if they didn't change it, but I want to try it.
A few things you'll need to keep in
Wait,
mind.
is that it for balancing? Really? That's it? No shot. No. There has to be more. There has to be more. There has to be more changes. There has to be more changes, right? Surely there's more changes in the patch notes. Yes, surely. I mean, I keep telling myself that. There's no way that's it.
When you're playing this
I have no
season.
problem with the
Let's
changes
get the
themselves.
details from game designer
There just
Victoria
needs to be
Vera.
more. This is cool though. The onboarding is good. I like when they appeal to new players because it's kind of hard to get my friends to like play the game if they've never played it. But this is a great change. I hope that it's a good tutorial
through their
because the situations are pretty ass. Let's be real.
journeys.
I think having a very solid training, scenarios, everything is important for a game. And no, I know there's going to be a lot of people that just want to jump right in, and I think that's fine. But having this little tutorial thing and having everybody do it, I don't know if they're going to force everyone to do it. If they did, I wouldn't complain because it doesn't seem like it's going to be taking that long. It's just like 30 minutes or so, and I'm fine with that. Oh, interesting. So you get renown for playing. Oh, okay, cool. And if you own them, you get the renown.
When we talk about player comfort, we're not talking about your gaming chair. We're talking about
Oh
all
my
the
god,
little
you gotta
things.
stop with these cringy ass comments. I love Camille Salazar Hazard, or whatever her name is. I love her. She's funny and she's great, but her scripts are awful. Whoever's writing her scripts, God, they are so bad. Just stop.
In this season,
It's Camille Salazar Hadaway. That's what it was.
in any of the content that you're making.
Can I say this though? Was it really that hard to implement the lack of HUD that you had to wait a whole season? Like, was it really that challenging? Listen, good change. I'm glad they added, but it's the fact that they're making this like a signature point of like, this is what you're getting in the new season. The ability to turn off the extra stuff we added on the screen. Like, what? Why did they have to spend a whole season to do that? They could have easily done that in the mid-season of last season. So, this is my general takeaway from this season right now. I haven't finished the reveal yet, but
You want to kick him from the match? Now you can.
finally! Well, dude, like... Oh, finally, man. How long has it been? 8 years in. 8.5 years in. You're finally like, wait a minute. Well, what if we give the ability to kick players? This is absolutely absurd. Also, Doctor's Curse. Doctor's Curse. Doctor's Curse.
The game. So if you
Oh,
ever
this is a
want
good
to
change,
refer
yes.
to them, you don't have to go anywhere else but in-game to check
Oh,
them
that's
out.
great. Oh my god, there's a lot.
to
I
Operation
wonder if it'll only include like the last couple of seasons. Because I doubt it'll include every update from every season. It would be cool if they did. I know Liquipedia, the website, does that, but I doubt they would. It's just a lot.
Heavy Metal Battle Pass.
And it's like, do you really need to know about like year 4, season 2.3? No, you don't.
to make it easier for you.
It's
to
fun to
target the
know,
rewards
but you don't need to.
want.
All I really want them to do for the Tactile Battle Pass is just make it more obvious what is and isn't content that's available for free versus premium. Like, yes, there's a little yellow thing showing if you look at it, but they need to show that A, on the map itself, like in the little tiny map, like the preview map in the bottom left or whatever, right? Or in the overlay map. They need to show that whether it's free or not there. And B, they need to make it more obvious. The tiny little yellow thing, it's pretty easy to miss. I didn't even notice that it was there for a while. So make it more obvious. Maybe just change the entire background to gold or gray and show it on the thing. But otherwise, I don't mind the Tactical Battle Pass. I like it far better when the operator is at the end. That's a good change. I hope they do that in the future seasons. I'm curious if they did that just because they're like, we want to end this reveal on a positive note, so we're going to put that at the end. But even if that's the case, they should do that every season. It's good.
Now,
So
the time.
they didn't really say much of anything. They're just like, hey, We need to work on discoverability. Here's like a 4-second preview on the screen. Yeah, we'll explain it later. Are you kidding me? This season is... Ubisoft has really just lost the plot. This is unreal. Again, not saying it's a bad change. I want to see more, though. Look, what is this? Oh my god.
Time has come for
Ridiculous.
destruction.
New operator, Ram. Yeah. So R4C, obviously with a 2x scope. She does look really good. I like her. She looks more... She looks better. Like, she looks more unique and interesting than Brava. Wait, that's the K1A. Surely she doesn't have the K1A, right?
Really tools of soft destruction.
I mean, okay. That's what I needed to hear. That is substantial. Also, by the way, she has the LMGE. That's absolutely absurd. Actually, it makes sense. I don't know why I'm surprised. In the anime, or not anime, but the cartoon, whatever, the drawn picture animation, that's what I should use. During the animation, we saw her with the LMGE, so that shouldn't surprise me. I hope her only secondary isn't the 12S. It's weird, but whatever. That's what I needed to hear, though. It's bulletproof. That makes it distinct from Flores. Obviously, when Flores like morphs, or not morphs, but like armors, like hunkers down, it's bulletproof. This is always bulletproof. So that actually is pretty substantial.
Rant can access to the LMGE. This weapon's massive magazine and fairly
good recoil? What are you talking about? It's like the second most inaccurate gun in the game. Fairly good recoil. That is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. I don't think I've ever heard anybody refer to this godforsaken gun as fairly good recoil. Oh my god. Either Ubisoft is so incredibly out of touch, or there's a secret buff coming that I didn't know about. Absolutely ridiculous claim. I actually got whiplash hearing that. Fairly good recoil for the LMGE. Unbelievable.
So Ram's
okay, so the Ram... Okay, it's the Mark 1 9mm. So she has the Mark 1 and the ITA-12S. Same exact secondary weapon options as Frost. Funny. Also, she has a hard breach gadget. So, hard breach gadget and flashbangs, clearly. Also, the Ram can destroy castle barricades. You just can't destroy them by throwing at them. You have to activate it first, which means that if they're at a window, it's going to be a bit of a challenge. But if they're a door, you can get it.
First, more aggression player.
Again, like, can they just give the P10C to an attacker, please? Please. The P10C is so cool, and it's only being used by characters that nobody's going to use them on. Nobody's using the P10C on Clash or Warden. They already have secondary machine pistols. Nobody's using them. Nobody's using the P10C, I should say. Nobody's using the P10C. Everyone's using the machine pistols. She actually could be pretty good. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't thinking about the vertical element as much as I should have been. Like, obviously I recognize the fact, they showed a bunch of footage of you breaking the floor. But it never really clicked how strong that is.
Really take to this and experience this
Bro, she has 4? She has 4. I thought she had 2. She has 4. That is absolutely absurd. 4. I thought she had 2. Wow. I just don't even know what to say anymore. I think she's gonna be perfectly in the middle. Perfectly in between being not balanced and balanced. Or, sorry, perfectly in the middle between being too strong and too weak. I think she's gonna be really well balanced.
Boogies also have a large red canister on the rear.
Oh.
That, just like a mirror, can be shot to destroy it.
Ah, okay. That's pretty neato. Huh. I like that. They didn't need to add that, but I'm glad they did. That's pretty neat.
Though Ram's gadget experience.
This is gonna be so weird. I'm leaning more towards she's gonna be weak, but the more I'm looking at this, I'm just like, damn, bro. Is it gonna be any more strong than just Sledge? This bulletproof utility is crazy. The fact that it's bulletproof is wild. I like the fact that they end the season reveal with the operator. That's a good change. Oh, T-Bird! Okay, Thunderbird! Oops, sorry about that. Whatever, it's fine. I'm probably not going to put this in the video anyways. Alright, let's go over everything just a little bit, one by one. To start off with, the new operator Ram. Is she good? She might be quite strong. She's I would say she's definitely site dependent, right? Like, there are some sites where she can be nearly useless. I think I'm leaning more towards she's going to be strong. She's not going to be overpowered. Is she not going to be overpowered, though? Again, you're creating a bunch of different holes. You don't even have to be there. You can just activate it, and you have 4 of them. And you can change the direction of them. Oh, she's gonna be strong, I think. I was at the beginning, I was thinking like, oh, she's not gonna be strong. She's useless. No, she's not. She's not useless at all. Commendation System, cool. I don't see any problems with that. I think there's a potential that it's gonna lead towards people just favoring their teammates, and then maybe there's gonna be some resentment of like, you didn't favorite me. I can potentially see that. But if it doesn't negatively impact you, then I'm fine with that. Game modes updates, that would be Quick Match 2.0. Quick Match 2.0 is interesting. What are my opinions of Quick Match 2.0? It's very much the Quick Match mentality. The replacement of the standards mode, or the unranked to standard, is interesting. They removed the whole thing of what made unranked, that being the pick and ban phase. And now it's exclusively ranked. That being said, I think that'll actually increase the player base for unranked, though, because right now, unranked is kind of in that weird limbo state, where it's like pretty sweaty, but not as sweaty, right? And I think it's okay where it is now, but the queue times can get a bit long. But man, I like the idea of banning operators, but now I can only pick and ban in ranked. I have to, if I'm gonna pick and ban, it has to be in ranked. I can't complain that much, because that's how it used to be before unranked was a thing, right? Like, before unranked, that's what you used to have to do back in Phantom Sight when they had when they introduced pick and ban. Okay, Grim buff, great, fantastic. I like how it says Grim buff, but they also aren't talking about the Frost buff. Well, I guess no, this is season launch. Sorry, Grim buff, Frost buff is not coming in the beginning of the season. It's going later in the season. And what was the other one? Fuse buff, minor buff, very minor buff. Probably not going to make a difference. You can fuse through Osa shields and deployable shields. Yeah, okay, cool. Balancing update, shotguns. Shotguns were pretty wild. I like the shotgun change. I think it's going to be good. I think, honestly, the most impactful thing about this entire season might be the shotgun. The shotgun change is kind of wild. I hope shotguns are genuinely fun, because I want shotguns to be good, but I don't want them to be overpowered, so it's this weird middle ground. Weapon roulette is awesome, fantastic. It's basically sharpshooter from Black Ops 1 and 2. Fantastic. Tutorials, great. I hope that they work, and I hope they don't replace the situations, because the situations are still a good place to go to just for fun, especially for the speedrunning aspect. Situations are great for speedrunning, and I hope they don't kill that. Player comfort, that's like the match replay camera. Cool. Again, the fact that they're advertising it as one of the 9 things they're bringing into the season is ridiculous. Like, shout out, one of the big pillars of the season is the ability to turn off your HUD. Like, I can't, it's so ridiculous. But it's a good change either way. More options is always good. Battle Pass update. They didn't really give anything about it. I can't really form an opinion on it. They showed like 14 seconds of footage. Absolutely absurd how little information we got on that. So, what did I hope? What was I hoping for? More. I was hoping for more. That's it. Full stop. I was hoping for more. This is... Okay. So, I made a prediction during Bikini Buddy's YouTube video talking about the new season, or the mid-season reinforcements. I made a prediction, they're simply holding off on all of the major balancing changes until the next season comes out. That way they can fill up the season with major balancing changes to, provide more substance to the season other than Quick Match 2.0 and Frost rework, because that's at the time all we knew, of course. They didn't even do that. They didn't even make any major balancing changes. No nerfs to Solus. Not that I want Solus to be nerfed, but a lot of people have been clamoring for it. No reworks, no changes of operator speeds. Again, this is as far as I know. Maybe the patch notes will be a saving grace. No changes to camera sensitivity, the ability to adjust your sensitivity on controller for cameras independently of your movement speed. Maybe this season is so ass because next season is going to be absolutely gigantic. You know what I mean? We're getting a no, sorry, not a map rework, a new map. We're getting a new map. We're getting Defender AI. We're getting all of this crazy stuff, right? And maybe they want to jam pack all of the absolutely ridiculous content into one season as a end of the year finale. And that's a good idea. But if that's the case, they should be open and communicative about that. They should say at the very beginning, this is a filler season, just so you know, this is a filler season. We're not going to be adding too much in here, but next season, that's the season where you're going to be excited for all the new content. Because at the end of the day, they're still expecting you to pay for the Battle Pass and pay for the new operator for a season that's offered less than every other season. I think they added enough in here to satisfy me for 2 months after the season comes out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're wondering where my Commanding Force reveal, should I put this at the end? If so, or should I put this at the beginning? If so, I should go back here. Then the video will actually make sense. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Peace. Bye. Okay, so this wasn't included in the reel, but these are apparently the patch notes. This is GG Recon. So if there's stuff in here that wasn't explained in the reveal, then, well, here I am reacting to it. I'm going to hopefully be able to stick this in the video somewhere. Place. Cool, cool, cool. Operator bouncing now. Lesion. Base stats. Refill timer reduced to 20 seconds from 30. That is a substantial... What? So not only is this number going way down, but the number of mines is going up by 1? Oh, but the initial tick damage is 5. Reintroduced to 5. Poison damage increased to 12. Poison timer reduced to 2 seconds. Cloaking removed. Oh, but the cloaking is removed. Whoa. Oh, this is a massive change for Legion. This is... Why didn't they put this in... Why was this not in the season reveal? This is a massive change. That's like if they didn't put the Grim change in... That, like, it's as if they... What is happening? Why is this not in the reveal? This is like a huge change to an operator that a lot of people play. Holy crap. Okay, so initial damage reintroduced to 5 HP from 0, so now it'll actually damage you when you step on it, which I'm fine with. It used to be 10 damage, but 5 is a good middle ground, right? Poison damage increased to 12 from 8. Poison timer reduced to 2 seconds from 2.5, but the cloaking is removed. The HUD icon removed. Why would you remove the HUD? Oh, for, right, for Legion, yes, sorry. I understand that now. I thought they were talking about the, like when you step on the goo mine, it no longer has the little tick damage thing. But no, they're talking about for Legion, you can't see it through walls or while looking at it. Cool. Stepping on a goo mine while being affected by another will reset the poison timer. Huh. So there is an effect of stepping on more than one goo mine. Interesting. And deal the poison damage instantly. Yes. Added area of effect feedback. Oh, okay, cool. So when you throw it down, there'll be like a little area of effect that'll tell you how far the radius is. Good change. Because that already existed, but now that you can actually see it. Gadget isn't detectable by IQ's electronic detector. And it isn't hackable by Brava's clutch drone. Overall, I think this is a buff. Added Super Shorty! What is happening? What is this? Why is this not in the Dude, this is unreal! Why is this not in the... Is this a troll? Is this a troll? Is this actually going... Hold on. I'm going up. Here. I'm going to understand the possibility that this is a troll. But I'm going to pretend that it isn't. A, because I can't tell. And B, it makes for a better video. These would be my reactions as if it was real. How about that? Oh my god. Why is this not in the reveal? Absolutely ridiculous. Argus camera, 0. Piercing rolls can pierce through deployable shields and talent shields. Oh, nice. Like, the fuse buff. Quality of life changes. Operator guides. Player comfort. RAM is going to be available in the in-game and menu, of course, stuff. Updated operator guides for Grim and Legion. Oh, cool. Awesome. Piercing rolls can pierce through deployable shields and talent shields. This is a GPU selection option. GPU selection allows players to select which graphic card to render the game with if several are installed on the PC. I think they put this in the wrong spot, because that has nothing to do with GPU selection. Diffuser pickup option. This new option lets players decide the diffuser pickup behavior from these choices. Automatic, manual, and both. So, presumably they fixed it, right? Diffuser found update. To be consistent with bomb found visuals, the location of an activated diffuser is displayed in the HUD to defenders once they've located it. Cross-save functionality. Some parts of the player save profile will now be shared across all platforms. Visual customization, common gameplay options, progression, matchmaking preferences. That used to not be the case? Weird. Weird, huh? Additionally, operator loadouts and equipped weapon attachments will be shared across console platforms, but not between consoles and PC. What? Oh, no, that makes sense. That makes sense. So if you're playing on your Xbox and you put a holographic sight on your R4C, but then you switch to PC and you have the 2x, then yeah. Oh, you won't have it, right? Game health updates, playlist updates, quick match map pool, house, villa, clubhouse, consulate, chalet, favela, coastline, tower, bank, and Night Haven. Cool. Standard map pool. Oregon, clubhouse, plane. Hey, plane, let's go. Yacht, consulate, bank, chalet, cafe, border, coastline, villa, Night Haven, labs, fortress. That's not all of the maps. That's a decent chunk of the maps, but that's not all of them. What maps are we missing in here? Favela? Okay, favela is not in the standard map pool. Interesting. I think all of the maps are in here. Combined between these two playlists, all of them are in here, I believe. Tower, fortress? Fortress in here? Yep, fortress. Outback? Outback in here? Outback is not in here. Ooh, so you can't play Outback unless if you play ranked or custom games. Weird. Why don't you just put all the maps in the standard map pool? Whatever, fine. Weapon roulette, headshot only removed. Huh, interesting. Expected to return in the future. Are there more changes that just aren't in here? Again, I don't know if this is real. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this little reaction video. Check out the original video. Take care, peace, bye.
Secondary weapon, we have the Bailiff. It's a great secondary weapon that creates a lot of destruction for a pistol.
Fair, but like, oh, that's just permanently open now.
Yeah.
There's a new set of stairs, yellow stairs that go all the way up, which aids the navigation, especially